Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons.
Ready! 60 or 55 to Mike. I'm here all day. Hey, wahoo! Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check the backer. Chance. Jam. Look, squeeze. Crash. Get it.
Ito Smith, his first carry. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's our time. Check. Crouch.
They'll set up a throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The end result, 21 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, you tighten up. Bang. Switch. Hey, Alpha.
Now Ito Smith. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Texans' 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 55. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Watch it. Smooth. Tighten up. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
On the run, it's Smith. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 55. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
Check 26. Hey, switch gears. Bam. Let's go.
Smith trying to run for it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Safe. Hey, alert. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the run. Hey.
First carry for James Conner, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, alert 3. Greystone, travel.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They do not score, fellas. They do not score.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Back. Hey, alert. 80.
On 3rd down, Rosen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Push him back. Switch. Hatchet. Corner.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Shrugs him off.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Bravo. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Watch it back. Yo, go, go.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go.
Second and 9 now. And this is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. So don't say nothing. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. Watch it. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, my 7. 55. My 55. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A first update now from Cincinnati, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Texans scoop it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check 3.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. These two teams all tied after one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Rosen. That's caught. It's Thomas. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Trying to power it ahead with 1. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Derek Watt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. Topper. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, exit. Right here. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Let's put him on the buses.
2nd and 11. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Mike 55, seam 6. What we got? 5.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5. Shoot.
They'll drop to throw. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Let's go,
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rosen looking to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Rosen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Check 24. Check. Fresno. One day. You go 61. Matchbox lights.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. Showing it. Hard.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Alpha. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And got his man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hubbard, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defensive unit ranks 3rd in the NFL against the run. If they keep making plays like that, they might move up in the rankings, but you got to like what they're doing. Plugging up the middle, able to run to the perimeter. People just can't do much against them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
For Rosen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Set. 10 Lobo. Check, 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 check. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch, switch, switch. Slam, slam, slam. Go.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, tight. Hey, Delta. Check right. Watching your guard.
You can't block me. Alert 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 43. Shift.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ready.
On second down, here's Smith. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 8 read.
Quit talking about it.
Now. Blue draw Corkers.
Check 55.
Guard.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Pilot, 64, weak. 25, check 25. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The throw over the middle taken in. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Houston. Deebo Samuel, 77 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Smith. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
I got 19. I got 19.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
5.
Back to throw. That's complete. Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, zoom.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Switch up. Switch up. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Watch the run.
Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Bravo.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, watch the slant. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll set up a throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Kill. Slam.
They'll run on first down. Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Gotta do better.
Hey, Foxtrot.
55. Mike 55. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Now back to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, high 7.
Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Go.
Back to throw here. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 99. Check 99.
Yes. Ready.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
That's what I do.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Exit. Watch the twist.
Sponge. Get it.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You ain't going nowhere. No. Watch twist.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
X3, 218, chop.
Under 10. He's coming. We got double up.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on.
Middle.
On 2nd and 9. Rosen. Open man is Samuel. Complete. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Come on, set.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Team 6. Team 6. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now watch run.
What do you got?
Throws it here down around his own goal line. This one caught by Crowder. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
36, 36.
Check 13. Check 13. Let's go.
On first down, Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They keep it with Smith on first down, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
90 Wolf. General West. Hey, orbit.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Read it. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got one.
Deep grip.
On second down now, it's Smith. Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Deuce.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Hot.
From the gun, it's Rosen. On the catch, it's Crowder. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's crashing.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Thomas has got it. Complete. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A quick throw here out to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Rosen. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert, alert, alert.
Rosen to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check down.
Ready. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You don't want it. Mike 41. I'm going to wedge that up. Watch the curl. Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike.
He's back to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Back to throw. He's got Smith here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Pilot, 64. Win. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, Delta. For this, man. They're not ready for this. They still fight.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
55. Too low.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Falcons 38, Texans 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Atlanta, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.